He haunts your nightmares and stalks your darkest fears. His legend has grown through the ages, taking new shapes with every telling. But who is he? What is his story? Join me as we unmask the Candyman. Before we begin, I'd like to thank our sponsor, NORD-VPN. Now back to the video. When you hear the name Candyman, what comes to mind? A sweet treat or something more sinister? Depending on when and where you were born, you may know him as a terrifying killer or a vengeful spirit. But whether he's a ghost or a man, one thing remains constant. He's here to make you pay for what you've done in life. His origins can be traced back to the 1500s. Legend has it that a traveling salesman stumbled upon a secluded cabin in the woods, owned by an old woman rumored to be a witch, seeking shelter from the storm. He knocked on her door, only to be invited in by her and her 2 daughters. As the 3 women eyed him hungrily, the man realized he'd made a terrible mistake. They were cannibals. He tried to escape, but they were too quick for him and caught him. They tied him up, gagged him, and prepared to eat him. And although the story varies depending on the teller, it's said that before they devoured him, they cut off his tongue and sewed it to his mouth, effectively silencing him forever. Years later, people began hearing the screams of a man being tortured in the forest, and soon after, his ghost was said to appear in the form of a cloaked figure with a bloody meat cleaver in hand, seeking revenge on those who had killed him. Over time, his legend grew, taking on new details with each retelling. Some say he was an escaped mental patient, while others claim he was a wrongfully accused murderer. But no matter the variation, all agree he's best avoided if you don't want to end up dead. So how do you stay safe? If you happen upon him, there are ways to appease the Candyman. Some say reciting a poem or singing a song will send him on his way. Others claim that leaving him a small gift will do the trick. But be careful, because angering him could bring about a swift and brutal demise. And though his legend has mostly been confined to folklore and urban legends, there are those who believe he may be real. In fact, in 2019, a man was arrested for the murder of a homeless man. The victim had been lured into the woods under the pretense of buying candy, only to be beaten and left to die. While the killer wasn't a ghost, many believe this case may have been inspired by the Candyman legend. What do you think? Is the Candyman just a figment of our collective imagination, or is there truth behind the tale? Let me know in the comments below. And now it's time for your scary story. Have you ever heard the legend of Bloody Mary? Well, there's a terrifying twist to this classic tale that will make you never look at mirrors the same way again. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And thanks to NORD-VPN for sponsoring this video.